Okay, so we're going to take a look at the best Chrome default browser settings that you can enable with security in mind. So let's go ahead and get started. First thing I always like to do is enable the bookmark bar. You do so with Control-Shift-B. That will give you this bar right here. Then what you can do is grab this icon right here, which will put what's called the favicon, which is the unique identifying icon from a website in your bookmarks bar. When you first configure Chrome, other bookmarks is not there. So what you then need to do is go to a site that you want to bookmark, click on bookmark, and then just select other bookmarks, and the other bookmarks will pop up. So that way you get this neat bar across the top. So what I like to do is remove the name from the favicon, so that way what I can do is have my bookmarks extend across the top. So I just right click on it, click edit, press enter, and that's gone. Alright, so more into the settings. We come over here, click on settings. First thing you want to do is open a specific set of pages. What I like to do is set mine to google.com and then press OK. So every time you open your browser, google.com will automatically open. You don't have to type it in every time. Next, you want to uncheck enable guest browsing, and uncheck let anyone add a person to Chrome. Also make sure that Chrome is your default browser. Chrome is the most secure browser, the safest browser that you can use. Although there are some privacy settings within Firefox that you can configure, which people say can make your browser a lot more secure in terms of privacy, especially since they're scared of the evil Google and how much Google knows. But as far as exploitation and malicious code running and protecting your computer from viruses and malware, Chrome is at the top, and the security concerns from using Chrome in association with Google are negligible. I personally run both browsers. So next you want to go ahead and go show advanced settings. So I actually just click on all these boxes. So automatically report details of possible security incidents to Google. Go ahead and add some strength to Google to help them protect us. Use web service to help resolve spelling errors. I really like that. Go ahead, press enable. Automatically send usage statistics and crash reports to Google. Go ahead and send do not track with your browsing traffic, and just press OK to that. So under privacy, let's go ahead and go to content settings. What I do is keep local data only until you quit your browser, and block third-party cookies and site data. Go ahead, scroll down. Do not allow any site to generate keys. Do not allow any site to handle protocols. Detect and run flash, important flash content. Do not allow any site to show pop-ups. Do not allow any site to track your physical location. Ask me when a site wants to show notifications. Uncheck allow identifiers for protected content. Do not allow site to access your microphone. Do not allow the site to access your camera. You have to remember that you set these settings if you want to do things like have a Google voice chat or video chat within the browser. I don't do those things. And if I did do those things, I would use a specific browser for that, or specifically change the settings for that instance that I'm using it, and that's it. I don't want to leave these things on by default. I don't want people getting onto my camera or to my microphone from my browser. Sandbox plugin access. Chrome does something called a sandbox. A sandbox basically is a restricted area of your computer that Chrome creates, or that is created, that code theoretically cannot escape. So it's a self-contained area where code can run temporarily without having unrestricted access to the rest of your computer. So if something gets into the sandbox inadvertently that is malicious, if Chrome or your antivirus doesn't detect it, it adds another layer of protection, because it will attempt to prevent that code from exiting the sandbox and getting onto your computer to do any damage. So you do not want to allow any sites to use a plugin to have on Sandbox access to your computer. Automatic downloads, okay. Okay, so do not allow recently closed sites to finish sending and receiving data. What is that about? No. All right, and if you can uncheck this. And go ahead and press done. What I also do is uncheck enable autofill. Do not need that. Uncheck offer to save your passwords. If you're using this, you need to watch my video about password management. And the best and most simplest way to do that without sacrificing any security. You do not want to do this because somebody can put a program on your computer that displays these passwords easily. It's not worth the usability here to have your passwords stored in your browser. I always say ask me where to save each file before downloading so I can get more control over what's going on in the system. And finally, to wrap it up here, you want to uncheck continue running background apps when Chrome is closed unless you use any applications. You know what? Go ahead and uncheck that. I use other applications within Chrome and I don't have a problem with having this unchecked. And if you do, recheck it. Fact is, you don't want things running in the background when Chrome is closed unless you specifically allowed them to run in the background when Chrome is closed. So I don't want this to be an automatic setting. I uncheck it. All right, and so these are the best default Chrome settings that you can enable in your browser as of 1/8/2017. Chrome makes some subtle changes here and there. When they do, I'll annotate the video and you can check back up with this to make sure that you have the most up-to-date and secure settings within the Chrome browser itself. Now, this is not the most highest level of security you can have by any means. I'm going to have a security hardening section for Chrome security that you can configure with more extensions and computer configurations. There's other videos that I will have to secure your browser more, but as for the default settings, these are the settings that you want to go with for your Chrome browser.